Hey everybody, this is Leslie from GoToKitchens.com. We are back here live. So I did an earlier scope today. Dang, my windows are open again because I opened them as soon as my scope was over. But that's okay. I'll have Robin close them when he comes through. So I did a scope earlier this morning before my run. And I was talking about making my own kombucha, and that it was my New Year's resolution to make my own kombucha, because I have been on here many times showing you guys. Hey everybody, hey Marcy, hey Victoria, hey Lisa, hey Texas Big Daddy, hey everybody, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being here. That's just a few of the names I saw fly by me. Trish, were you the one asking me about the GMO wheat? I think maybe you were the one. So hi, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hey, Marcy. Yeah, were you the one? No, you're new. Okay, never mind. Because I have a correction. From my previous scope, we were just talking about sprouted grains and wheat grains, and I have a correction that I want to. I said that we were talking about GMOs and wheat, and I misspoke, and I want to correct that in this scope, but we'll do that in just a second. So let me introduce myself. My name is Leslie. I have a website, GoToKitchens.com. There is nothing for sale over at that website. I am not trying to sell you anything. The only thing I want you to buy is I want you to buy into your own health. And that's the only thing that's for sale here at GoToKitchens.com. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all the replay viewers. Thank you. Hi, it's good to see you. So I brewed up some tea. We talked about kombucha quite extensively. You're so funny, Marcy. So we talked about kombucha extensively this morning, and I said that I had been on here teaching you guys all kinds of fermenting. I've even been with you with a hi Dad, you'll take my money? Okay. But I have even been on here with you with a kombucha expert making kombucha, but I've never made it myself. And you guys are always asking me, do you make your own kombucha? Do you brew your own? And I'm like, yeah, no. And my excuse has always been time. My excuse is always something. January is one of the busiest months I have. It is crazy. It's going to be the busiest month so far for Go-To Kitchens, but I am committing to making my own kombucha, and it starts January 1, 2016. So I have my tea and sugar already brewed together. That's what's in this pot. It is actually cooled off completely. It is room temperature at this point. There's no heat in it. So basically what you want to do is you want to use, this is going to do a gallon. And so I took my container. I took my very clean container, and I took the water, and I measured the water in the container that I want to brew my kombucha in, and then I put it in my pot and I brewed my tea. And I put 3 cups of sugar in a gallon with 5 tea bags, and it's been steeping for quite a long time. It's super important. I'm going to put the lid back on it. In fact, while we're talking here, it's super important when you're doing ferments that you use clean things. So using clean containers, using sanitized containers, using wooden spoons is super important. Babe, could you close those blinds for me again? I'm so sorry. I forgot to do it. Yes, this had 3 cups of sugar in a gallon with 5 tea bags. The reason that I did that is I have a SCOBY that has been hanging out. This is my SCOBY. He does not have a name. If you guys want to help me name him, we can name him. But this is my SCOBY. He's been hanging out for a few weeks in the refrigerator, and he has not had any sugar, and so I know that he's hungry, and I need to feed him. So I used a little extra sugar. If you're growing your own SCOBY, you probably just want to do 2 cups of sugar, and you can learn to grow your own SCOBY by following instructions all over the internet. There's all kinds of places that will teach you how to make or to grow your own SCOBY. But this was actually given to me from a friend who has very healthy SCOBY, so I'm super excited to use it. But I need to feed that SCOBY so it doesn't die. So 3 cups of sugar in here. Yes, it's been in there for a while. Yep, and he totally looks healthy. As he warmed up, he's really fleshy and looks great. So I'm super excited to use him. I think he's going to be great. What I'm also doing is I'm using a starter. I'd like to form a pretty big SCOBY fast, and I'm using a starter. This is my dad's kombucha. This is not Synergy kombucha. This is my dad's kombucha. You can see there's already a little SCOBY forming in there. Do you see that? See him in there? No, you can't see him. There's actually a little SCOBY already forming in this. And I'm going to use that as a starter as well. So we're going to marry the two together. So the SCOBYs are a little picky, but I think we'll be fine with just the little bit that I'm using in each of those. So I have a starter SCOBY. At some point, I'm going to teach you guys how to make your own, how to start your own SCOBY, so you don't have to rely on one from any other sources other than just your own. So yes, we will learn that one day as well. But for now, I'm just going to pour it up and put my SCOBY in and show you how all that goes. So here we go. Super clean containers. And we're just going to pour this tea right down into this big vat. Now this is a glass container. I'm so lucky I just did not over pour right then. Did you see that? I just almost made a huge, big old sticky tea mess. Big old sticky tea mess. So kombucha, if you're not familiar, kombucha is a fermented tea. It is a fermented drink. It is actually very, very good for gut health. Hi, welcome. Thanks for being here. Did you? My dad grew his in like a week and a half, no, longer than that. In about 3 weeks, my dad has this beautiful, beautiful form SCOBY. It is so nice. I'm so impressed. So we have this in a glass container. We do not need a lid for it. I'm going to show you how to cover it in just a second. So I know, it's so awesome. So here's my SCOBY. Now SCOBYs do not like metal. The reason I have been told that SCOBYs do not like metal is because of their acidity, and also because they the metal can actually bruise the SCOBY very gently. So you don't want to be shaking it up. You don't want to be stirring it or anything like that. So we're going to open this and put this SCOBY right down. Maybe we are. I have the hardest time with opening containers. Have you guys ever noticed that? Oh, there we go. SCOBY, come out, SCOBY. He wants to come out and play. Oh, that's awesome. I love Just Nog. It is so good. So we're going to go very gently. We're going to go very gently with a wooden spoon and try not to bruise him and put him right down into the tea. And he's just going to float right there on top. Mr. SCOBY. Oh, that smells so good. I love the way kombucha smells. It smells like heaven to me. I love it. My mom tried kombucha last night and she likes my dad's brew. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? I know. Hi, SCOBY. Nobody's asked what a SCOBY is. So here's my dad's brew. I'm going to put that in there as well. I don't know what that means. Go wrap that puppy. I don't know what you mean by that. So I'm going to put my dad's brew in here as well. We're going to have a nice full container. And I'm going to drink the rest of this because it is, there's too much, and I'm going to just drink the rest of it. Dad, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. You make good kombucha, man. Good kombucha. All right. So this is going to sit in this fresh tea, right? Ah, okay. So this is going to sit, this fresh tea is going to sit with this SCOBY in it. It really does look like a really nice SCOBY. And he's probably like, yay, sugar! But it's going to sit there with this SCOBY in it for about 5 to 7 days. I know, it is a nice one, right? Look how he's just floating around in there. He's so happy. Happy SCOBY! Maybe that's what we'll name him. I think we're going to call him Happy. How's that? We have Splat. We have Splat, and we have Happy. That's my SCOBY. Yes, this SCOBY will continue to grow. As he eats sugar, he will continue to grow. So, yes, that's exactly right. You're so spot on there, Lucille. Yes. Okay. So the next thing that you want to do, we're getting to that right now. So the next thing, and it makes babies, it does. So the next thing you want to do is you want to get a rubber band that will go around your container. I have just put several rubber bands together, quite frankly. Robin helped me make this just now, actually. These are even antimicrobial rubber bands, but you don't have to do that. So, so yes. So this is that. I know, smarty pants. He is a smarty pants. We're going to take just a plain tea towel. This is just a tea towel. I'm going to double this one actually because it's big. And we are going to put it right over the top. This is going to allow oxygen to get down, but keep dust and varmints and everything else out of my kombucha. Stay out of my kombucha. It's my kombucha. And I have a cabinet. I actually have a cabinet, our floor cabinets, our cabinets that are near our floors. Do you see where I scraped my nose? Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother story in itself. Okay, so anyway, such a dork sometimes. I have a camera, like I have a marketing promo to shoot next week and I have this big scrape on my nose. It's whatever. I'm trying to heal it with some lavender and frankincense right now. Okay, so, but our floor cabinets are heated from the bottom. So the heater comes up, it comes up through the bottom of our cabinets. And so I have a cabinet that is really, really heated. And so I'm really excited to just stick that in the cabinet. It does not need to be a hot environment, but a warm environment will make it ferment faster. It does not have to be in a dark place, but it likes a warm environment. So you can't like stick it out in your garage where it's 25 degrees or anything like that. It needs to be in a nice warm environment. A lot of people just leave them on their counters. Yeah, I have an empty counter. So, but a lot of people just leave them on their counters, especially in the wintertime when it's nice and warm and cozy in the house. And that would be absolutely fine if you wanted to do that. So with a live SCOBY, so with a SCOBY, an existing SCOBY in there, I am probably anywhere from 5 to 7 days, but I am going to check it daily. I'm going to check it daily. Yes. Happy likes, SCOBY's like, yes, like warm places. That's so funny. So I'm going to check it daily. Yes, well, that is true for most ferments, but I have been told that kombucha isn't really that sensitive to light. You don't want it to sit in direct sunlight, but sitting on a cabinet or a counter would be just fine, especially if you've got most of it covered up with a towel like I do. But this is just going to sit there and make kombucha, and we'll see what we have. I will test it every single day. In fact, maybe every scope we will have a, yeah, I've been told that either way. Light will have it moldy. Okay, see, you guys maybe know different than I have, but I've been told it can just sit out on a counter as long as it's not in direct sunlight. So, and it's covered like this one is completely covered. It's not getting any light anywhere. So, dark room that is warm. Yeah, I was told is not light sensitive. So I know, so excited about it. So in 5 to 7 days, I am going to have some kombucha. Hopefully I won't kill my SCOBY. I don't think I will. It's not rocket science. So yeah, I've just been told no direct sun as well. I've been taught by a couple of kombucha masters, and they just say no direct sunlight and as warm as place you can find. So yes, you've never had kombucha. Kombucha is amazing. It's so good. It's so, so good. Yes, I think though, Dad, as long as it's covered with something, you should be fine. The naked SCOBYs. So funny. So there you go. It is gonna just sit, and we're gonna make kombucha. So where's the chicken? You mean my SCOBY? Is that what you're talking about? I used black organic tea. You can watch the replay of the first one. I used black organic tea. I used 5 tea bags and 3 cups of sugar with a live SCOBY that has been starved. This SCOBY actually needs that's so funny. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Yes, if you're new to drinking kombucha, I suggest that you do it, I suggest you go in stages. I drink about a bottle like this a day. For me, that is fine, but I've been doing it since July, and my gut is used to it. If you're just starting out, you want to go slow. You want to go slow. So, you want to go slow because it can give you the poops. I've never heard of it. Sounds amazing. I love champagne. Yes, slow, go slow. It'll give you the poops. I mean, if you don't mind having the poops, that's fine, but just go slow with any fermented foods. That is the rule of thumb with any fermented foods. Go slow. Because, yeah, I don't drink, but I do like champagne. I do like champagne. I drink very, very little. Very, very, like, ridiculous, like maybe once or twice a year on a special occasion, so. Ah, okay. Yeah, made with honey. I wonder how that works out. I've never heard of it. There's so many fermentations that are coming out right now. People are fermenting coffee. They're trying to ferment everything. It's getting overboard. It's getting overboard in fermentation. So yeah, I know people that have tried to just do a fermentation diet, and it is dangerous. So I know it is ridiculous. I say kombucha, kraut, kefir, sticking with those kinds of things is just fine. Thank you, Victoria. You're a sweetheart. Thank you so much for saying that. Okay, so I need to correct. I need to correct from an earlier scope. I made a misstatement and I apologize. I try to be spot on correct when I come on with you guys, and this is what I get for not taking, I slept in late this morning and I did not take the time to research my scope as deeply as I wanted to. In fact, it was 10 minutes till and I was still doing some research, and I misspoke in my previous scope. I misspoke about, I know, bad girl sleeping in. It was great. We loved sleeping in. It was so nice. We were up to like 1 last night, and we slept in. It was fabulous. So I was kind of late getting up and getting ready, and I had to do a run, and I wanted to start my kombucha and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, and so I misspoke in my last, there'll be 3 scopes from me today. The middle one about the veggie sandwich, I actually misspoke, and somebody was asking me about wheat, and we were talking about GMO crops and the different genetically modified crops out there, and I said that wheat was one of the top, and I was absolutely wrong. I'm going to tell you why I said that, but it is actually not technically genetically modified. It is hybridized, and they're mixing different breeds of wheat with different breeds of wheat and trying to get a stronger wheat that produces faster. And so I totally misspoke and said that it was genetically modified, but that is, and it is killing us, but it is not technically a genetically modified crop. So it does not fall into that GMO category, but it is hybridized. And I want you to think about this. Think about that we hybridized mammals. So we started mixing breeds, different species even, with different species trying to get a more perfect product, and think of the mess that would create genetically. And so even though it's not genetically modified in technical terms, it is hybridized. It is hybridized, which is also not good for us. It is messing with the cellular structure of the food that the human body is used to eating. So just wanted to clear that up. I just wanted to be crystal clear about that. I did misspeak about it being genetically modified. So still can't pick up a wheat kernel and grow it then. Yeah, I mean, they're trying, actually what they're trying to do is they're trying to breed out the gluten. They're trying to breed out the wheat gluten that we're all afraid of. That's how powerful gluten and gluten-free has gotten. So yes, soil has changed. We're planting crops in the same places over and over and over. We have soil depletion. We have all kinds of things going on like that. But I just wanted to be super clear about that. Technically, it is not a GMO. It is hybridized. And the hybridized wheat that we have here is actually worse than GMO. So there, just wanted to be crystal clear about that. So I don't like to say wrong things. I like to say right things. So yes. Yes, so farming in this country is, well, we have a lot of people to feed. Let's be crystal clear. There are a lot of people to feed. The better that you eat, the less harm that you are doing to our planet. I know that sounds crazy, but the healthier that you eat, the more that we start consuming healthier foods and healthier products, it runs the other things out of business. Not that those people will go out of business, they'll just have to change the way that they do business. And so that is my goal. I do not begrudge anyone a living. There is not anybody on this planet that I begrudge a living. I want people to make money. I want people to live the way that they want to live based on the work that they put into their lives. So I'm not begrudging anybody a living, not the farmers, not even Monsanto, none of those people. I'm not begrudging anybody a living. What I do want is for them to change their tune. And the only way to get them to change their tune is by us changing our tune. Once we start wanting, not demanding, but wanting better products, they will come up with ways to get us better products. So that's the force of change that I'm working towards. That's what I would like to see happen. So not running somebody out of business. I think that is a slippery slope. So yeah, yes, yeah. So I think when we start talking about running companies and running farmers and running agriculture and all that out of business, I think that's a slippery slope that we go down. And so I want all of us that are, I know, right? I want all of us that are wanting something better for our families and for ourselves to marry those that are wanting to make food production and make a better product and find ways to get us real whole foods that we want instead of all the genetically modified and all those kinds of things. That is how I think that we achieve that, is when we, not demanding, but when we start asking for those things, when we start requiring those things, they will find a way to make it happen. So there's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But I did want to correct myself. I'm sorry for misspeaking. Thank you, Lucille. That's sweet. But I'm sorry that I misspoke before, and I hope whoever, I know, right? Yes. So I'm hoping whoever challenged me there, thank you for challenging me. I hope you watch the replay and hear my correction. So thank you for challenging me. It never hurts my feelings for you guys to tell me that I'm wrong. In fact, I want the very best information for you guys. So when I'm saying something wrong, it never bothers me to hear, hey, I don't think you have that right, because I don't know it all. I mean, anybody who says that they know it all is wrong. There's not anybody of us that know it all. There is not even the best of the best of the best. Those people that you trust the very, very most, they don't know it all. So they're just like me. They're just out there researching and learning and growing, and just like you, out there researching and learning. So there you go. you know it all. I know nobody can know everything. So I try to per scope, per post that I put out there, I try to be as educated as possible. But because I slept in this morning, dang, I missed it. That's what I get for sleeping in. Oh, no, that's why I hang with you, because you're smarter than me. Is that what Mom said, Dad? If you know it all, you're a McGaw. That's my maiden name, by the way. Yes, so... That's hilarious, Mom. You're very funny. My mom is very, very funny. So here's my kombucha. I am not going to lift it up because it's really full, and I don't want to move it too much because I don't want to bruise my SCOBY. But there he is. He's in there floating around, happy as a SCOBY can be. Look at him. Let's look at him again. Look at that baby in there. This is Happy. I just named him. I always ask you guys to name him, then I end up naming it. Sorry. Just how it rolls, I guess. So there he is in there. Happy, happy SCOBY. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. He's just going to float around in there. Happy's just going to float around in there. It's Splat's hat. Right? Splat wears a SCOBY hat. It's like Lady Gaga and her meat suit. Splat wears a SCOBY hat like that. So funny. Okay, you guys. I love you. Put some hair on that thing. No, I like him like this. He's like the little bald Perry guy. Same thing. See the similarities? So, okay, do you guys want to know how I scratch my nose? Such a dork. No, Robin has tons of hair. I actually like hair. I love you too. Yes. This is so stupid how I did it. Yeah. Okay. So my fingernails are unusually long right now. I usually keep them much shorter than this, but because I'm doing a marketing promo, I'm actually going to get a manicure. And so I wanted them to be a little bit longer so that they could cut them back and shape them, really nicely and make them look pretty. I actually don't wear fingernail polish, but because it's toxic and horrible. But anyway, I know, right? I know, I'm stepping it up. So, kombucha is a fermented tea. It's a fermented tea, and I am brewing it right here. It's right in here, kombucha. Kombucha is a fermented tea. Look it up. It's amazing stuff. It's really, really good for your health. Super great for your gut. Helps promote healing in the gut really fast. Okay, so last night, I've done this before. This is not the first time I've done this, which is crazy. And it seems like when I have long fingernails that happens. I mean, they're not stupid long, but they're longer than I normally wear them. And if you watch me, you know that. So, but last night I was changing my shirt because I was in a t-shirt and I was cold and I wanted to put on a sweatshirt. And I took off my t-shirt and I went like this, and my thumbnail, no joke, just totally like almost cut my nose right across my nose. I was like, it is. It has all kinds of live probiotics in it. Absolutely. I know. And so now I have this big scratch. You should see it without makeup. It's really bad. I actually have makeup on it like to cover it. And I'm like, crap. So I'm going to try to, we'll see how good lavender and frankincense works over the next week since I have my filming starting on Wednesday. I couldn't believe it. I went like this and then my nail just jabbed it. I mean, just jabbed right into it. Ridiculous. So stupid. I can't believe I did it. Anyway, so I have to stand way back here so you can't see it. No, look at it's bad. I know. Crazy. It like took off a chunk of skin. I know. It's so stupid. It was such a freak thing to happen. But anyway. I know, so stupid. Such a stupid. You can buy kombucha, by the way. You can buy kombucha from brands like GT or it's Synergy, but it's the GT brand. You can buy them right in the store. Yeah, but go slow. If you're new to kombucha, please go slow. It'll give you the poops if you don't. You'll have a detoxing effect. That's what I should say. It gives you... Bye, see ya. It sounds amazing, salsa soup. But it causes a detox effect in the body, and that detox effect typically comes in the form of loose stool. So it can give you the poops, which is, you know, sometimes that's your body needs that detox. So just saying. So just go slow. If you're new to fermenting, go slow. Go slow. I don't want you cussing at me. Stupid girl said to drink probiotic drinks. Yes. Yes, don't be like Clarissa and drink the whole thing the first time. Yeah, because the next morning you'll be like, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. Yeah. So it can cause other detoxing effects. It can actually give you a migraine. It can give you a skin breakout. It can cause dandruff. Detoxing effects in the bodies are different for everybody, but typically because it's part of because it's part of your affects your digestion system. It usually affects the back end of the digestion system. So just saying. It actually can help. Fermented foods can help with all kinds of anxiety and depression. As you start to move toxins out of your body, it can help with all kinds of things. So, yeah. Yes. Okay. Now we've gone too far. We've gone too far. So there you go. That's my third and final New Year's Day scope. You guys have an amazing day. I have to go to work. I actually have to work today. And we're having some fun with some friends tonight. So I will see you back here on Monday, noon Mountain Time. I will be back here noon Mountain Time on Monday. I have not decided what the topics are going to be. I will decide that this weekend and let you guys know throughout the weekend. If you're VIP, you'll see it there for sure. So yes, I'll be back here noon, but I am here throughout the weekend as well, just sporadically here and there. Yeah. Thank you so much. You too. Thanks for being here. Thank you, B. And thank you for all the nice things you say on Twitter. You make me very happy. You make my day almost every single day. So thank you for that. That's very kind of you. Love you. Okay, you guys, love you. And I will see you back here on Monday for sure and sometime this weekend. So have a marvelous weekend. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2016. I cannot wait to see what, thank you. I cannot wait to see what 2016 holds for all of us. So talk to you soon. Bye.